the decision that can define a shoot. A personal, creative, and technical choice made every day by photographers and cinematographers alike. The selection of a lens, described with words that signify emotion as much as science. Tone, color, sharpness, depth. Our goal is to remove the boundaries between what is imagined and what is possible. And for over 70 years of Canon history, it's why we've always placed glass first.
About how much time do you allow for newborn sessions?
2 to 3 hours. Sometimes it's an hour, but I always say, I like to prepare people and say it could be 2 to 3 hours. I would say it's mostly max 2, but I have had 3 hours. I've had more than 3 hours too.
And is that mostly just getting them comfortable and asleep? And
Yeah, because I think too, it's kind of, I kind of play it by what the parents want, is because some parents are like, I don't care to have the sleeping shots. I just want shots of me with the baby, and even if she's awake, and then get detail shots, and then I go with that. I don't force anything. But if they really want, like I have some people come in and say, I want that shot right there. And then I only do that if it's requested. And because I like more natural poses, although they are still me posing them, but they're still pretty natural, cozied up. And I like wrapped, and mostly I feel like this time of year and going into winter, I'm like, oh, the baby needs to be wrapped up and cozy.
And then how many changes will you do as far as wraps and different looks?
I usually have 4 or 5 ready, 4 or 5 like backgrounds ready, and then with each one, usually just one wrap, and then with the girls a headband or a hat, and sometimes, and I try to do one with nothing.
But talk us through this wrap.
Okay, so I keep the one end short and I tuck it. And then I literally, this is just basic.
And do you always want the fingers out?
I do. I like the fingers out. Again, if I have one that's really upset though, I wrap them all the way up. Sometimes though I wrap and then I pull the fingers out.
So, and you're really perfecting as you go, tucking in all the little stray ends and...
Yes. I like the feet tucked, and just like I said before, I like when the baby looks tiny. And I mean, obviously they're tiny anyways, but sometimes you can get a photo and they don't look as tiny as they really, really, truly are. Mm-hmm. So I get their feet up and a little froggy, and they like that.
And now you're just twisting the end.
Twist it, and I'm gonna tie it just to keep her. I like to have their feet out sometimes too, but if she's awake, I'm gonna keep them in, and I'll probably pull them out if she does fall asleep. I got her all wrapped up so there's nothing out, just to be safe. But shots like this I like to have, I feel like their face can easily get buried. So I'll stuff some of my things like this underneath.
Just to prop her head up a little bit.
Just to prop her head up. So I've got one underneath right here, just so I can see both of her eyes and see her face a little bit more.
How many images would you say you shoot on a newborn session?
It's usually about 300, 350. And again, it depends on if she was sleeping, wouldn't have, if she was completely asleep, I would do less. Oh, there she goes. So again, I get the close-up shot, cute little face. I get all different angles, and my favorite lately is shooting from the shadows and getting that pretty
little profile.
Oh, that looks so pretty. So again, this is just all baby. No extra hair things. Usually a favorite. So then I'm at 2.0 right now, but then I'll switch it now once I got all the shots I want to get. And I'll open it wider and get, my favorite is just getting those dreamy kind of shots. And just get every angle